The United States, as of right now, is opting not to co-sponsor a proposed United Nations resolution marking 3 years since Russia's invasion of Ukraine. The resolution reaffirms Ukraine's territorial integrity and once again calls for Russia to withdraw its forces. Countries can choose to co-sponsor a resolution until the vote takes place, and diplomats stated that the 193-member UN General Assembly is set to vote on this matter next Monday. While the General Assembly resolutions are not legally binding, they do carry political significance by reflecting the global consensus on the conflict. In previous years, the US has consistently supported such resolutions as a part of its commitment to a just peace in Ukraine. So far, more than 50 countries are backing the resolution, and UN sources confirmed the US has so far declined to sign on, while efforts continue to rally support from other countries, including those in the global south. Now, the draft resolution calls for a de-escalation, an early cessation of hostilities, and a peaceful resolution of the war against Ukraine in accordance with the UN Charter and international law. Additionally, it reiterates the importance of fully implementing previous UN resolutions addressing the conflict, particularly the demand for Russia to immediately, completely, and unconditionally withdraw all military forces from Ukraine's internationally recognized territory. A spokesperson for the U.S. diplomatic mission to the UN did not immediately respond to a request for comment. Now, the U.S.'s decision not to co-sponsor the UN resolution on Ukraine is an obvious shift in approach under the Trump administration. Other reasons that the U.S. could be declining to sign this include prioritizing negotiations with Russia and Saudi Arabia so that they can maintain diplomatic flexibility while preventing escalation with Moscow. The U.S. may also be focusing on other global priorities when it comes to Russia, such as getting their support to counter China, or even encouraging European allies to take more responsibility in Ukraine's security and rebuild. Additionally, domestic political considerations in the U.S. from Trump's base, or even Trump's own personal feelings on Ukraine and Russia, are likely factors. Now, the U.S.'s reluctance to co-sponsor this resolution raises pressing questions about its long-term commitment to Ukraine and its role as a global leader in defending democratic sovereignty. As Ukraine fights for its survival against an aggressive Russia, Washington's hesitation could embolden Moscow, weaken Western unity, and signal to allies that U.S. support is no longer guaranteed. Whether this decision is a calculated diplomatic maneuver or a sign of just shifting priorities from Trump, its implications will reverberate far beyond the UN vote. It will shape the future of the war and America's credibility on the world stage.